Well, here we are again, another Liberty port, the USS George Washington behind me. Now we are in Singapore, and once again I've got my backpack on and I'm going to explore. Singapore has one of the best train systems. It reaches all corners of the city, so for us crew, just in town for a few days, or an international tourist in town for a week or two, it's a great way to get around. It can get a little crowded, but beats walking. One of the most impressive things about Singapore is the architecture. This is a very, very modern city with a flair for the dramatic just around every turn. I mean, take a look at this building, and this, and this. Everything in Singapore is shiny and new. Millions live in this country the size of Martha's Vineyard, and with a growing population, since you can't build out, you have to build up. Okay, so we're now at one of the more high-end malls, and I guess you could say the theme here is modern, modern, modern. This is high-end stuff. Stuff you'd find in New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles. You name it, they've got it. But be prepared to fork out the bucks. That is, unless you know where the locals go to shop. There's a lot of places here in Singapore where all the tourists go. And where the tourists go, they're always going to jack up the price. It's a lot more expensive. So as I was driving on the train, I saw this place behind me, which I thought looked pretty local, which means pretty cheap. Let's take a look and see. Oh yeah, that's more like it. This street bazaar may not be as fancy, but you're gonna save hundreds. While some of the crew has checked into local hotels and are hitting the pool, yeah, it's a rough life. Others are exploring Singapore's exotic side, places like Chinatown. Some are here for the food, some are here for the shops. But are our sailors behaving? They weren't causing trouble?
No, they won't cause any trouble.
When you hear that there's a bunch of guys coming in from an aircraft carrier, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
They just relax, cool, you know. They don't disturb nobody. It's not like before when they drunk, you know. Back in 10 years back, yeah, always troublemaker. But now everybody behave. They're
really
good. Yep.
Times are different, huh?
Yeah, times are different.
Eddie normally sells 6 suits a week, but when the U.S. Navy pulls in, business triples. How much does this suit come
Only
on?
$650, sir.
$650?
Yes, sir.
Is that a jacket, pants,
Jacket, pants.
vest?
Vest, no, sir.
No vest? If you like fresh seafood, you're going to want to try a hawker center. It's a whole bunch of little stands. It's outside dining. The seafood doesn't come any fresher, and it's an opportunity to eat local with the locals.
Chili crab is best, and we are famous for the stingray. Chili stingray.
Wow.
Okay.
Why is stingray your favorite?
Stingray is the local dish in Singapore.
Our next stop takes us underground and more than 60 years into the past.
This is the BBC with the news for Monday, December the 8th, 1941. A Japanese air formation today dropped bombs on Singapore, targeting the Sumiter and Tengah aerodromes at the city.
As Japanese forces were bearing down on Singapore in 1941, this top-secret bunker was where the British planned their strategy to defend the island, but ultimately were forced to surrender. Reopened in 1989, the bunker is exactly how the British left it. The sun has gone down and we're still in Singapore, but all around us is the look and feel of Bombay, India. That's right, we're in Little India, and this is where you're going to find some of the most amazing Indian food outside of Delhi. Which is why me and my Liberty buddy Sean are here, the Banana Leaf Apollo restaurant.
I first ate here 16 years ago, almost to the day. Southern Indian food, typically eat on a banana leaf with your hands. Fish head curry, that's what we're gonna have. Fish head curry with the eye.
And with its eye looking right at me, that's exactly what we had. Fish head curry. It was actually pretty good, but I'm gonna need something cool to wash it down, and there's no place cooler than the Clark K Entertainment District.
I'm gonna be cool, realize, get hit.
And as the sun comes up, USS George Washington is haze gray and underway again. Rested and relaxed, we pull out, destined for another Liberty Call, Liberty Call. Where we pull into next, you'll just have to keep it anchored here to find out.